This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. I'm Marek Mazurek. The Entrepreneurship Program was announced Monday as a result of a $10 million gift from alumnus Niles Noblet and his wife Nancy. Rose-Hulman President Robert Kuhn said the goal of the program is to create an overarching set of resources to support undergrads interested in entrepreneurship in all its forms.
We have more and more undergraduate students that really are, when they arrive, saying they have interest in entrepreneurism. And that takes many forms. It may be a traditional entrepreneur that has interest in starting his or her own business at some point. It could also be many of our companies that hire our graduates.
The idea for Innovation Grove was first outlined in 2023 when Rose-Hulman received a $2.2 million grant from the Federal Economic Development Administration to relocate its Rose-Hulman Ventures program closer to campus. Rose-Hulman Ventures is an engineering consulting and product design firm that employs full-time project engineers as well as student interns. The firm works with companies on engineering projects that focus on a variety of products like small devices, computer software, and more. Kuhn said the Noblet Entrepreneurship Program will expand upon the concepts of Rose-Hulman Ventures. Georgia-based Landmark Properties has begun construction on The Standard, a new student housing complex near Purdue University in West Lafayette. The 13-story, 253-unit complex will have room for nearly 700 students when it opens ahead of the 2027-28 academic year. Landmark Properties declined to disclose the project cost. The property development company has a similar high-end apartment complex near Indiana University's Bloomington campus. Plans for the project in West Lafayette were first announced last July. Landmark is shooting for a fall 2027 completion date. Landmark executives are drawn to West Lafayette due to Purdue's ever-increasing enrollment. The Standard will go in on West Wood Street between Pierce and South Chauncey Avenue, and it will feature a variety of floor plans ranging from studios to 4-bedroom units. It will include a rooftop clubhouse with an outdoor heated pool and fitness center, multiple study spaces, and a 200-plus vehicle garage. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
Jeep owner Stellantis is willing to help its suppliers pay tariff costs to withstand the initial shock of President Donald Trump's trade war. The automaker has outlined a program in which suppliers would apply for help from the company to make monthly tariff payments to the U.S. government, according to a Bloomberg source. It's unclear what percentage of the costs Stellantis is willing to pay, and suppliers would have to meet a number of requirements in order to qualify for the program. The discussion highlights how the auto industry is beginning to digest the initial fallout from Trump's escalating trade war. The measures are expected to dramatically increase costs and upend supply chains. Last week, Stellantis announced it's furloughing 900 workers in North America, including some in Kokomo. Indiana House Republicans rolled back some key provisions of a bill that seeks to limit diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in schools and state government. As it passed the Senate, Senate Bill 289 was a broad ban of DEI initiatives, offices, and trainings. But the bill now advancing to the House floor is more narrowly tailored towards banning job actions based on the, quote, personal characteristics, end quote, of the person involved. Those actions include hiring, firing, enrolling, giving scholarship aid, or accepting applications for a license. Also added were revised civil penalties that could be imposed by the Indiana Attorney General for violations, $50,000 for a first offense and $100,000 for a second offense. All three Democrats in the Judiciary Committee voted against the bill, but some said it was a move in the right direction. And the Sagamore Institute on Monday announced that Community Development Executive Bill Taft will lead a new initiative of the organization to develop affordable housing and other projects statewide starting in LaPorte County. Taft is a managing partner of Full Circle Development, an Indianapolis-based real estate investment fund. In his new role with the Sagamore Institute, he will help lead the think tank's new interurban initiative. Interurban plans to work closely with local governments, economic development organizations, land banks, and others to assess a community's assets, needs, and opportunities, and then work with local partners to develop projects that improve quality of life. Oliver Winery CEO Pat Brown is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.